સૌ પ્રથમ તો તમારો બધાનો ખૂબ આભાર માનવાનો કે ક્રિસમસ દરમિયાન તમે વિદ્યાર્થી શિબિરમાં આવ્યા છો. I'm sure some of you had a dilemma whether to come or not to come because of maybe upcoming exams. But some of you may be thinking of like, kya jau? Some of you may be just coming for the food. Every year, in the opinion, the food always takes the first of the top 5. એટલે બધાને ડિલેમા હશે કે જો ઘરે મમ્મી ખાવાનું સારું નહીં બને એટલીસ્ટ ત્યાં મંદિર તો સારું મળશે. So in your little minds you must be thinking that is it worth going? So let me tell you that the sacrifice that you've made to come here will take you a very, very long way in your personal lives. You may not seem to enjoy a shibir in the way you want to enjoy it. But that's what they say, is that if you start to learn to adjust, then you can make the most of anything you do if you're interested. This shibir titled, Be a Perfect Student. It means a lot if you think about it. BAPS centenary share. And naturally the organizers then felt that, look, let's use Be a Perfect Student as the theme. So what does being a perfect student mean? એનો અર્થ એવો બને છે કે તમે રેગ્યુલરલી ભણો. એનો અર્થ એવો બને છે કે તમે ખાલી ટાઈમ ટેબલ બનાવી અને work hard. If you look around in the world, there are millions of people since the dawn of man on this earth who have become perfect people. In our minds, perfection is something you're successful with. For example, a window cleaner. It doesn't earn much. But for him, when he cleans a window, to make sure there's no smudge or dirt or dust left, or even a tiny drop of water, for him that is success. So he gauges that if there's no drop of water left on a window, that is perfect window cleaning. It's a simple example at home. If your mum made the best of pizzas, and one day you eat those pizzas and you go back to mum and you really thabado ne ashirwad apo કે મમ તમે તો અદ્ભુત અલૌકિક દિવ્ય સ્વામી બોલે ને અન્નકૂટ કેવો લંડનનો કહેવાય અદ્ભુત દિવ્ય ને અલૌકિક એમ તમે મમ્મીને થાબડીને કહેજો કે મમ there's no mum like you on this earth, you know. It's the best pizza I've ever tasted. એટલે મધરના મનમાં શું થાય કે yeah, see the proportion of oregano, the cheese, the tomatoes, the puree on it, everything's thick and crusty, 12-inch, magnificent. એના મનમાં શું થશે કે આ પિઝા બહુ પરફેક્ટ થયો એટલે મારા દીકરાને બહુ ભાવ્યો. So she just is satisfied કે બહુ વાહ આજે 100% મળી ગયા. If it was Dr. Swami, 70% and she's out. He doesn't give more than 70, maximum 75 આપે. પણ ડોક્ટર સાહેબ તારા મમ્મીના પિઝા ખાવાના નથી એટલે વાંધો નથી. She can be self-satisfied. Perfection શું છે? It is a measure of success. Anything you're successful in, for example, if you start to ride a bicycle, you know the first moment you set foot on those pedals, and it's the first time you're holding the handlebars, and it's not one of those without a crossbar. This is a genuine bicycle. એના ઉપર તમે ચડો and you just drop. But then, you know, you're eager, you're so confident, karvu che. Then you go 10 yards. Then you may go 50 yards. There comes a time, you know, you start riding a bicycle without holding the handlebars. Amuk nathi, they have their headphones and they start pedaling. And they jaya kare rasta upar. When that is achieved, what is that? Is that perfect cycling? You know, you're free, you're not bound by anything. And you can do 3 activities in one. Listen to the car hooting behind you. You got your headphones on. And then you're enjoying life, the wind. Perfection શું છે? It's a measure of success and satisfaction within. This is the way we see and assume and accept success. Perfection. But what really is perfection? I've mentioned millions of people around the world have great successful lives. Michelangelo, a person you've heard of, in Christianity it's believed that in the 1400s, that's the 15th century, that around Europe, people in Christianity, they were so much into art, sculpting, painting. And in Christianity they believed that rather than impressing God, people were impressing people and themselves. So God decided to send a person on this earth who would teach them the real method of artist sculpting. So they say that God sent down Michelangelo, and he had 4 souls. This is what they believe. 1 for art, 1 for architecture, 1 for sculpting, and the 4th for poetry. Leonardo da Vinci, a great artist of those times, when he saw the work of Michelangelo, all he could say was that, Michael, you have literally killed art. Nobody on this earth can ever match the beauty, the art that you can make. હવે માઇકલએન્જેલો કેવો હશે? At the age of 24, પિએટરનું સ્ટેચ્યુ છે the વેટિકનની અંદર. એ પિએટરનું સ્ટેચ્યુ છે, Mother Mary holding Jesus in her hand, the child Jesus. અને એની anatomy એવી છે as if it's a live person holding a child. એટલું detailed, you can see through એનો જે ઓલો હોય ને robe. Even through that you can see through the robe. એટલું ઝીણું કર્યું છે કામકાજ. And that was his best piece of work. He also did the sculpting of David. Again he was renowned through the lands. Sistine Chapel ની અંદર બધા frescoes છે. આજે પણ તમે જોશો ને, the Pope at that time, after 7 years of painting, sleeping, scaffolding કર્યું ને, પણ સુતા ceiling માં paint કર્યું છે. Not like modern times, there weren't any equipments and facilities. But એને 7 વર્ષ લાગ્યા. And when they unveiled those frescoes, it said that even the Pope fell on his knees and he started praying to God, thank you for sending Michelangelo. How much fame, how much recognition, how much of status in life at the age of 35 did Michelangelo achieve? It didn't stop there. He lived till the age of 92. But he was a man loved by the whole world. But on his deathbed, Michelangelo, he said, I regret that I have not done enough for the salvation of my soul. And here I am, lying to die, and just beginning to learn the alphabet of my profession. So what is success? If after everything, he then concludes that there is more in life than just being intelligent, talented, capable, having 4 souls as Christianity says for him. I regret. There comes a time in your life when you haven't really understood the meaning of life, and then you go all out, reaching for great heights, achievement, perfection, satisfaction, and success. But there's something within you which is missing. Bjorn Borg, heard the name? Anybody heard the name of Bjorn Borg? A great Swedish tennis player, a superstar. Consecutively 5 times he won the Wimbledon. 5 વખત આજ સુધી કોઈ નથી કર્યું. 5 times. Bjorn Borg, it was said that him just holding the tennis racket, and it would send shivers down the other guy's back. ખાલી ઓલો સામે ઊભો હોય ને એની કેટલી પર્સનાલિટી કેવી હશે. People fearing him only when he's holding a tennis racket in his hand. He hasn't even got a ball in his hand. He's not even aiming for the guy. He's not even going to take a shot at him. Kaidne and holo thatre. Kevo hase? A great superstar. Unmatched, unparalleled till his time. For him, એનું જે headband પહેરતો ને, તમે જોજો photo, go back into the website and have a look at Bjorn Borg. He was always known for that headband he wore. Every match, for him to wear one headband, he would be given $400,000. The racket company used to pay him $40 million a year. He used to have a sweatband on either wrist. That company that sponsored those sweatbands used to pay him $60,000 a match. Okay? Saab company છે ને ગાડી Swedish. They used to pay him just to use his name for sales $40 million a year. Okay? Scandinavian Airlines. They used to pay him just to put a magazine on the bookshelf in the cabin. Koni? Bjorn Borg ni. $60,000 a year. મફત તો છે ને બધું. એને શું કર્યું? જિંદગી નીકળી ગઈ. He had 3 islands worth $40 million each. He had his own private helicopter. બધું જ હતું. It was said that the wealth he accumulated, and a trainers હતા, for each match $1 million. Each match. હવે કાંઈ એનું નામ નહોતું એના ઉપર. કાંઈ જ નહોતું. It said that he accumulated over $300 million in a span of 1.5 years. $300 million. Each match he was getting paid $500,000. કેટલો બધો પૈસો પણ કરવાનું શું? He got married. In his marriage he spent $10 million on a cruise. $10 million ક્યાં નાખવાના? આપણે આપી દીધા તો લેસ્ટરમાં મંદિર થઈ જાય તમારે. જબરજસ્ત છે ને, પૈસો કરવો શું પણ. પણ એ પોતાની બાયોગ્રાફીમાં લખે છે આટલી બધી વેલ્થ હતી. He was a perfectionist, a great successful tennis player. But once, only once, he had a difference of opinion with his wife. Only once. Difference of opinion with his wife. Divorce. અને લખે છે that till that day, my tennis racket, the strings were powerful. That day onwards, the strings of my tennis racket started to vibrate. Finished. તો શું ઘણું? તો જો being a perfect student isn't merely just acquiring good grades. I'm not saying don't do that. That's the first thing we want from you. The highest grades. But remember કે બાપા પોતે બોલ્યા છે. Be the best. Satsang and studies. You need to balance both. Lee Iacocca. Heard the name? Again, a great American. It said, તમે જોજો ટાઈમની મેગઝીન હશે 1977-1990 મેગઝીન છે. The front cover and 12 pages inside dedicated to Lee Iacocca. He was the person who saved Chrysler Motor Company from liquidation. He's the guy who brought Ford up into the world. He was the person chosen by Ronald Reagan to lead the Star Wars project. Akho. Bo buddhishali. A great administrator, a great motivator, greatly inspired, millions and millions of pounds, dollars, and a gajwani andar hoy. When I say gajwa means in his bank. લઈને નતો ફરતો એટલા રોજ. પણ એ વ્યક્તિ કહે છે in his biography that those were my days of glory, of fame. He would walk into the company in Ford and people, આપણે જેમ સાધુ આવે તમે પગે ના લાગો, so everybody would stand aside. Atli and his majestic walk, people would just look at him, appreciate કરે. તમે આમ ચાલો તો કોણ જુએ તમારા સામે? ઓલા સિક્યુરિટી વાળા જોતા છે કેમેરામાં, બાકી કોઈ નહીં જોતું હોય તમારા સામે. પણ એટલું બધું, he could not wish for anything greater in life, he says. He said, I had a very polite, dedicated wife. My children were sensible, well behaved, utterly intelligent. I had all the wealth that anyone could dream of under the sky. But one day, I walked into the Ford company, into my office, and I had a note on my table that Mr. Ford is calling you. So I went there, knocked on the door. He said, come in from inside. So I walked in, and there he was sitting with his legs on the table, with a big newspaper across his face, the Philadelphia Inquirer. And I just stood there, waiting for him to say that, look, sit down, or just welcome. 5 minutes, he made me stand there. And then he moved the paper and he said, Lee, you're fired. That's it. That was the end of success. I walked away, utterly humiliated. I could not bear that humiliation. And to this day, that humiliation has bugged me throughout my whole life. શું કરવાનું? કરીને શું કરવાનું છે? In America, even today, they tell a story of 7 successful men, business tycoons, who for whom it is said that if you accumulated their wealth, put it together, then that would be much, much greater than the wealth, the money, that the American government possesses. 7 જણની વચ્ચે આટલો બધો ધનનો ઢગલો. But they also teach. Now these were like presidents of the settlement banks, and president of the New York Stock Exchange, and the speculator of the wheat, and Ivor Kruger, who owned the monopoly of matchbox companies. Abada, team. 7 people, infinite wealth, greater than the US government put together. But they also teach that in a few years, those 7, what happened to them? 4 committed suicide, 2 were behind bars, and 1 became mad. You can't enjoy life, even if you're famous, even if you're rich, even if you're intelligent. So what does this teach us? The same thing that our Gurukul system thousands of years ago used to teach us. Values. They used to teach you values like respect. Look up to your parents as if they are God. Treat your teachers as if they are God. Your books, believe them to be the library of knowledge. આટલી બધી values શીખવાડતા હતા. Go beyond. They used to make them go and till the fields, plow the fields. They used to make those Gurukul children go and cut the grass. They used to make them go and fetch wood for fire. They would teach them to cook, but they would also say that God is omnipresent. They would teach them that in every living being God resides. They would teach them that whatever happens in this world, on this earth, and in infinite universes is the doing of God. And they used to teach them that if you worship God, ભગવાનની ભક્તિ તમે કરશો તો ભગવાન તમારી રક્ષા કરશે. They used to teach them Every point of intelligence that has been granted to you has been granted to you by the grace of God. They used to teach them. Go to a guru and do exactly as the guru says. They used to teach them that put aside your liking and do the liking of God and His Sant, His Guru. આ બધા જે values છે ને, that is the value that Swami is saying put into your life. Study karo over the next 3 days. You'll be motivated, highly motivated academically. But don't miss out to be motivated through the rituals, the traditions that we practice as followers of Swaminarayan. Cheshta, do it with your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll feel like doing it every day after the Shiva. Aarti ma jao, dil thi aarti mein bhag lejo. And I promise you that even if you go away from home to study, that aarti will always be a part of your life. થાળ જ્યારે ભગવાનને ધરાવીએ તો દિલથી થાળ ધરાવજો. There won't be a day after the Shiva that even a packet of crisp you will not offer to God and eat. આ કેમ બની શકે કે જો તમે બેલેન્સ કરતા શીખશો તો academically you may be sound, you'll be fantastic, you'll reach great heights, and we pray that you do. But don't sacrifice the satsang element to go that far. Because those people who have gone that far, they are regretting. They are causing their own death through suicides. They are the cause of their own misery. So life, don't expect it to be just success. But even in that failure, to be happy and joyful, that is what satsang teaches you. In your misery, to still be happy and joyful, that is what satsang teaches you. And that is the balance we need to make. Don't understand me to be wrong. What I've put to you are true, real prasangs of people who've gone to the climax of success, but being there have failed. So what use is that success? That's literal failure. If you can't maintain success right till your last breath, be happy, be satisfied, be content, be joyful, enjoy the people with you, around you. તો પછી અર્થ શું? Dr. C.S. Patel, Indiana, Patel, Chagomna, Charotarna. He studied and he became the chairman of the Medical Council of India. કોઈ દિવસ ઇન્ડિયામાં પટેલ છે ને એટલા બહુ ઊંચા ના જાય. એક ડોક્ટર C.S. પટેલ ગયા, બીજા ગયા ને H.M. Patel. He became the finance minister of India. એની સિગ્નેચર હતી બોલો રૂપિયા ઉપર, પાઉન્ડ ઉપર નહીં. 1 rupee to the pound is 80. એટલે કેટલી વેલ્યુ કહેવાય? રૂપિયા ઓછી કહેવાય ને. પણ ઇન્ડિયામાં પટેલની સિગ્નેચર આવે કોઈ દી રૂપિયા ઉપર. H.M. Patel became the finance minister of India. હમણાં ત્રીજા પટેલ મિનિસ્ટ્રીમાં કરી ગયા છે. પ્રફુલ્લ પટેલ એવિએશનના મિનિસ્ટર. એટલે પટેલ should be proud. At least 3 તો પહોંચ્યા, જાજા નથી ગયા. But that's politics. We're not bothered who goes there and who doesn't. But Dr. C.S. Patel, he became the chairman of the Medical Council of India, and that's a big post. He was representing India in all the major world conferences for doctors, all of them. એટલો બુદ્ધિશાળી, સારી પદે પહોંચેલા વ્યક્તિ. But one day it so happened that he decided to shed all contact with even his family, all his friends, and all those supporters around the world. He decided not to talk to anybody. એનું કારણ શું હતું? What was the reason? His son, very intelligent, gold medalist in medical college, he went to receive his medal. He was coming back. He met a fatal accident. He died on the spot. Dr. C.S. Patel lost balance and he decided to leave everybody in this world. જો સક્સેસમાં પણ દુઃખ આવવાનું. It can come from anywhere. You could be anybody. But reality is that fear, pain, misery, unhappiness is going to knock at your door all the time. Then how do you balance life? It's these values. આ સત્સંગ આપણને શીખવે છે. સત્સંગ આપણને શીખવે છે. ગોપાલભાઈ સાંગલીવાળા. You may not have seen him, but a simple Haribhakta. Sangli is in Maharashtra, near Pune. આપણો છે ને હીરો પુના. એ ગોપાલભાઈ, a very simple Haribhakta. અને એ શું બનાવે છે? What's his business? મમરા બનાવે. મમરા ખાઓ ને તમે. How much can મમરા pay you? આટલી આખી ઓડી ભરીને મમરા હોય તો how much money is he going to get? Huh? 1,000, 2,000 pounds મળે. બોલ આટલામાં મમરા, સાદા મમરા. હવે આવો એનો બિઝનેસ છે. પણ એને સત્સંગ કેવો રાખ્યો છે? He had 2 sons, one died. અને ધામમાં ગયો. એને ખબર પડી, સમાચાર મળ્યા અને હસવા લાગ્યા. એ કે વાહ, શું મહારાજ તમારી લીલા. મારો છોકરો અહીંયા સુખ્યો હતો અને વધારે સુખ્યો તમે કરી દીધો ધામમાં લઈને. આ સત્સંગનો બેલેન્સ કહેવાય. આપણે ફેલ થઈને we feel like doing something stupid. આ સ્ટ્રેન્થ જો. Even in the deepest of miseries, to be stable, to be happy, satsang comes there. But only if you've practiced satsang, only if you have faith in Bapa and Shiji Maharaj and the Gurus, only if you follow what they say throughout your life. આ એક જ તમને પ્રસંગ કીધો, પણ it's enough. It's enough. દાજી સ્વામી છે ગઢડાના, એ ધામમાં ગયા. But he was detected to have 3rd stage cancer. અને કેન્સર કયું? આ ટ્યુબ છે ને તમારી, એનું કેન્સર હતું. એવરી ડે ડિટીરિયરેટ થાય. ડોક્ટર સેડ યુ ગોટ 3 months. દવા કાંઈ કામમાં નહીં આવે. હસતા રહ્યા દાજી સ્વામી. ડોક્ટર રોજ આવે ટ્રીટમેન્ટ આપવા, ઇન્જેક્શન આપવા, ટુ રિલીવ હિમ ઓફ ધ પેઇન. તો he wouldn't find him in his room. He'd go looking for him every day. કે ક્યાં જાય છે આ દાજી સ્વામી? દાજી સ્વામી was a કોઠારી of ગઢડા મંદિર. તો ગોતીને ક્યાં મળ્યા? કિચનમાં. તો કિચનમાં શું ખાવા બેઠા હતા? ખાવા નતા બેઠા, એ તરતા હતા ભજીયા. એટલે ઓલા ડોક્ટરે કીધું, સ્વામી તમે કરો જ શું? એ કે હરિભક્તો માટે ભજીયા તરું. એ કે રહેવા દો, આ બધું તમે કામ ન કરો, તમે સુઈ જાઓ. યુ મેન્ટ ટુ રેસ્ટ. એ કે પછી સુવાનું જ છે ને મહારાજ પાસે. એ અત્યારે સેવા ન કરી લે હરિભક્તોની. આ સમજણ, આ સત્સંગ. આ સત્સંગ ક્યારે આવે? If you have faith in Shiji Maharaj, in Bapa, and in everything they say and do, તમે ચેષ્ટા કરશો તો તમને કામમાં આવશે. તમે રોજ આરતી કરશો તો તમને ભગવાનની પ્રતીતિ એક દિવસ તમને થશે. તમારા રૂમની અંદર મૂર્તિ છે. ડોન્ટ બિલીવ ધેટ ટુ બી અ પિક્ચર. ત્યાં સાક્ષાત શ્રીજી મહારાજ ને ગુરુજનો પ્રમુખ સ્વામી છે જ. બિલીવ ઇટ. આ ફેથ ક્યારે સ્ટ્રેન્થન થાય? ઇફ યુ ફોલો સત્સંગ. આ તમારી સભા નિયમિત, તમારી સેટરડે કે જે રીતે જે સભા થતી હોય ઇન યોર એરિયાઝ ઓર સેન્ટર્સ ઓર મંડળ્સ, why is it a must that you must regularly go? It is food for your soul. તમે ખાધા વગર આજે નોમ છે, સંતોન પૂછજો છો. તમે ઉપવાસ એક કરો, 1 ઉપવાસ, ડુ 1 ઉપવાસ. એકાદશી આવે છે નીરવ સેટરડે, કોઈને ખવડાતા નહીં. એટલે યોર થિંગ ફૂડનું વિલ કમ અબાઉટ 5th in the priority list. જમાડતા જ નહીં કોઈને. એક ઉપવાસ કરો, કેવા ફે પડી જાય છે ને, હા હાલત થઈ જાય છે ને. એક જ ઉપવાસ કરવામાંથી ખાધા વગર. પણ એ ઉપવાસ કરવા જરૂરી છે. એ જરૂરી છે. સેલ્ફ કંટ્રોલ. મનને સંકોચ પમાડવું. બહુ ખાવાના વિચાર કર ન કરવા. બુદ્ધિ બેર મારી જશે, ગાંડા થઈ જશો, કેબેજ જેવા થઈ જશો પછી. પણ these things need to be practiced, and satsang is serious. It is serious. It will show you the results if you seriously practice it. That's why you must do these things. You must do these things. If you can't stay without food for a day, You must not be able to stay a day without reading satsang books, going to the sabha, doing આરતી, થાળ ચેષ્ટા. એવું થવું જોઈએ. તો પછી તમે ભગવાનને સ્વીકાર્યા છે. તો શ્રીજી મહારાજને ભગવાન સ્વીકાર્યા કહેવાય. તો પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ તમારા ગુરુ તો કહેવાય. Be a perfect student. That's why Swami is saying, be the best. But just don't be a student. Be an ideal student of the world in academics and of Bapa in spirituality. Ideally, follow his words. Do as he says. તો પછી આપણું જીવન એ બેલેન્સમાં રહેશે. Then he will show you what is good and what is bad. આ જે પુસ્તક છે ને, in the year 2004, the Education Department produced this booklet. It's titled Be the Best, Pearls of Wisdom. And in this booklet, there are excerpts of Bapa's different Ashirvads he has sent to the UK Kishore Kishori Mandal. Okay, chosen extracts છે બધા. There's more than this, but these were the ones chosen for that publication. એની અંદર તમે એક પાન વાંચો ને. On one side you've got the Gujarati Ashirvad, on here you've got the transliteration, and then beneath you've got the translation. But I'll just read to you some of them, not all of them, the time પૂરો થઈ જશે. Okay, હું ગુજરાતીમાં વાંચું કે ઇંગ્લિશમાં કરું? ગુજરાતી, બાપા's original. અભ્યાસ કરતા તમામ અભ્યાસમાં પૂરેપૂરું ધ્યાન રાખી સારા માર્ક્સથી પાસ થાય અને સત્સંગ પણ દ્રઢ રહે, નિયમ ધર્મ પણ દ્રઢ રહે તેમ કરવું. Again, 50-50. He's not just saying, bas, get 100% marks. સત્સંગ પણ દ્રઢ, નિયમ ધર્મ પણ દ્રઢ. બીજા વાંચું. All of you, આપ સર્વે અભ્યાસ બરાબર કરશો અને સત્સંગ, પાઠ પૂજા, પ્રાર્થના પણ કરવી. અભ્યાસમાં સારા માર્ક્સ આવે, ફર્સ્ટ ક્લાસથી પાસ થવાય તે માટે પૂરી મહેનત કરવી. ટીવી, સિનેમા તેમજ ડિસ્કો આદિક એનાથી દૂર રહેવું. આવ્યો ને? અત્યારે તમારે વિદ્યાની સાધના કરવાની છે તો તે પ્રમાણે તાન રાખશો. Okay, each page he has always written both together. એટલે આ જે સત્સંગ શિબિર છે ને, વિદ્યાર્થી શિબિર, it is to help you focus on both, to balance both. કે તમે સત્સંગ ખાલી કરશો તો your studies will suffer. અને સ્ટડીઝ કરશો તો one day in your life, આ જો માઇનોરિટીમાં હશે ને, મિનિમમ હશે, તો તમે દુઃખ આવશે ને, then you won't be able to cherish the success you have made. And even to be successful, you need satsang. To be satisfied with that success, you need the support of satsang. So you need to practice satsang daily. આ બાપાનું તાન છે, આ બાપાના મેસેજ છે. And this is the message of the Shibir. Be a perfect student, academically and spiritually. Be the best, studies and satsang. Our motive thi, engage yourself in the next 2-3 days. Engage yourself for the rest of your lives. We're all students on this earth. We can never say, I've learnt everything. Engineering no tamne prashna pucho to nahi avde if you are an artist. Everyone doesn't know everything. Some people know something, but only one person knows everything, and that's him. That is Bapa. બધું જાણેશ એટલા માટે કહે છે કે ભાઈ સત્સંગ કરો અને સાથે અભ્યાસ કરો, અભ્યાસ કરો અને સાથે સત્સંગ કરો. એટલે એ જે વચન છે ને, એ બહુ અગત્યના છે. એ આપણે જીવમાં ધારવા, એ પ્રમાણે મહેનત કરવી, એનો વિચાર કરવો, એ અંતરદ્રષ્ટિ કરવી, તો પછી આપણને ખૂબ ખૂબ બળ મળશે. And we pray to Bapa that all of us over the next 2-3 days receive great inspiration, correct inspiration to better our own lives, to become perfect students of Bapa lifelong. Shri Swaminarayan Bhagwan.